Let's crack the code on digital marketing. In this video, I'm going to tell you the basics, the things that you need to know and the things that you need to stay away from in order to get your website visible by Google, if you want to call it the do's and don'ts of digital marketing. My name is Steve, Steve with the branding agency, mybrandingagency.com. If you like my content, I do appreciate the like. You can always like the video, subscribe to the channel. So let's just jump right in. We all see those experts out there posting on social media, things that you need to do in order to get your website SEO related to the top of Google search. Well, there's a way to fact check this information. So, very simple, very easy way to get yourself started on Google, your website noticed by the search engines, primarily Google. So, Google publishes what's called the Rater Guidelines. If you just put it into Google, Google Rater Guidelines, this is going to come up. And I'll put it in the comments section or in the notes of this video. And this isn't really realistically a long read. It shouldn't take you more than an hour to literally read everything. And this is going to cut all the misconceptions about backlinks, about AI content, everything that people have told you that you should and shouldn't do. You can verify right here. A lot of people ask me when I bring on a new client or I'm trying to bring on a new client, they ask me where I learned all my information or how I became a expert on the Google algorithm. This is going to tell you everything. This is a fact check on the Google algorithm. And if you follow these guidelines, you'll be able to really lead the narrative. You'll be able to work with a team, bring on somebody that you need to bring on to optimize, in a sense, optimize your website. But you hear about the Google algorithm update, and every time there's a Google algorithm update, this is where you're going to find the newest information that they publish. One of the biggest things that they've done recently is the latest Google algorithm that they did, I think it was in March or April, was they updated their spam policies. Obviously, there's a lot of people using AI. So this is going to tell you all you need to know on using AI. Can you use it? Can't you use it? Backlinks or backlinks. The backlinks aren't really covered in this section, but there's a lot of misconceptions about backlinks. Can you buy backlinks? All the do's and don'ts. But I'm going to start off and try and keep this video under 10 minutes. So let's start off in getting you off to the right foot and getting your website visible on Google. So what's the first thing that you should do? So this section right here that goes into crawling and indexing, the first thing that you need to do is get your site indexed from website. And what does that mean? That means that there is a direct line to Google. Google can pick your website up, in a sense, index your website, and they can receive all the information, all the pages on your website. So they have a tool called Google Search Console. The first thing that you need to do once your website goes live is to configure the Google Search Console. Once you have the Google Search Console configured, they will give you a notification that it's up and running. And this is an amazing tool by Google. It's going to tell you everything about your search traffic. And if you're doing anything wrong that Google doesn't like, it's going to give you information right here. Actually, it looks like on April 7th, there was something that Google is seeing here. And you can find what they tell you, something that you're doing wrong, and you can fix it and send the submission right into Google. The second thing that you need to do once you configured your the Google Search Console is create a sitemap. A sitemap, well, once your website is up, you're going to have a sitemap, but you need to submit your sitemap to Google. And what a sitemap is, just all the pages on your website. The things that you see on your home page of your website, the main menu section, and the interior pages, your home, about us, your services menu, and your services pages. Get this index. Submit the sitemap to Google in the search console, and you'll see right here, it'll tell you if you had a success. So once you have that crossed off the list, what's the next thing that you need to do in order to get your site visible in Google? You need to create content outside of your main service pages, your main homepage. And how you need to do that is in the form of blog content. People think that, in 2024, blogging is dead. It's not. It's the main way that someone is going to find your website and content on your website. So create a blog, start to create content from your blog post. And the first thing that you should also do once you start to build a content calendar is Google's going to try and find out more about your website, who you are, number one, writing this content, and who your company is. So if you're writing this content, if you're the main person within your organization or within your company that's producing the blog content, you need to create a author bio. Google will index that author bio, and it's just giving them information, more information about who you are and who this person is that's creating this content. Obviously, if somebody is following your information and following the advice that you give, and something goes wrong or it's not, the information is wrong, they want to find out, Google wants to verify that there is someone that we can contact. I listened to the information that you gave me. The information was wrong, and not only was it wrong, it created some negative things, some negative impact on my business or my health. So this author bio is just another way for Google to verify who you are, find out more about who you are. They do this, they call this EAT, E-E-A-T, and EEAT stands for expertise, authority, and trust. So you have to develop a relationship with Google, and you have to become an expert. You have to develop trust, and you have to develop authority with Google before they're going to give you some high rankings in Google. So the next thing after you have set up your website, or you're in the process of setting up your website, your About Us page should be one of the most important pages on your website. And this is going to go back to that EAT signal. They want to know every person on your team. They'd like to know a little bit more about each person on your team, names, profile photos. If you can, add email addresses. They also want to know, again, if something goes wrong, if I'm buying something from your company online, they want to know, where can I fill out, or where can I contact? Who do I need to contact? Is it easy for me to find someone to contact for a refund, a return, or again, if you gave someone the wrong advice, who can I contact about this wrong advice and tell them, hey, you've got bad information on your website. I need to get this information. You need to change this information because it's wrong information. So as you can see on my website, or on our website, I have information about our team. I have information about myself, profile picture. I even give there's an interview that I did on Spotify for a podcast. They also, the more information I told you about about who can they contact, that's going to be in the form of what's called NAP, name, address, and phone number. You want to have your name, address, and phone number visible on your About Us page. So this is step one to getting your website seen online, getting your website visible online. If you want to call this, a guide, a basics guide to getting yourself started on Google, and if you want to call it SEO, these are the first things that you need to do. So my goal here was to keep this under 10 minutes, and wouldn't you know, it's at 10 minutes right now. So I will produce part 2 of this video. If you have any questions, of course, leave it in the comments section of this video. My name is Steve at mybrandingagency.com. Again, thank you for watching the video. If you find it informative, like the video, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all again soon.